Welcome back to another episode of the Armchair Pundits weekend review show. And this year, it is going to be done a little bit differently. For those of you who have watched us over the past few months and years, at this time we normally look at our teams and see how our teams went and then discuss our teams. Now, we are moving it on a bit. We'll talk about the weekend's incidents and what's happened over the last week or so. We'll obviously still touch on our teams if it's relevant. But yeah, it's more of a weekend review than before. So, without any further ado, how you guys doing?
Yeah, glad football's back, man.
Get me 3 points in the bag. Happy days. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, for real, 3 points. The hard way.
Every cloud
3 points.
had the silver lining. You get me?
Full house. The full house continues, isn't it?
Yeah, for a while still. So, each week we will be doing predictions for the games that our teams will be playing in. So, Man United predictions, Arsenal predictions, Liverpool predictions, and Tottenham predictions. And we did so last week. So, we now have a leaderboard. Last year we did it, we didn't really keep track of it. But this year we will be keeping track of it. And the leaderboard looks something like this right now, which I'm happy to say has me sitting at the top for now. What we've decided is that instead of just the correct scores, which didn't really work last year because we only got 4 for the whole season, so we wouldn't be showing much. Each game week, we get 1 point for the result, so guessing the correct result, and then you get 3 points if you get the exact score on top of that. So you can win 4 points each game week. So that's how it looks now, and long may that order continue.
I feel like you got your top because you're admin. Because
you know what, I was trying to switch it, alphabetical order because we've got zeros, but then we ran out of time. It's almost like Leon's got work in the morning. He's tired.
Even without the zeros, I'm still top. But it's all right. You can have it this week.
I went for a name, innit? Mine's the only one that's actually a name.
Oh yeah.
So yeah,
man.
But we'll move on. First incident of this game weekend was at Anfield.
Yeah.
And unfortunately, I say unfortunately because it's my club and it's not something I want to see at my club. There was an idiot, there was a clown who decided that he wanted to show to the world that he was a racist and racially abuse. We can say allegedly, we can say allegedly, but he has been arrested for what has been said. So I think it's gone beyond allegedly. But for racially abusing Semenyo and showing his true colours. And it's not the colours that me as a Liverpool fan I represent or Liverpool club represent. And it's disgusting. Hopefully, once found guilty, he will be banned from the stadium and banned from every stadium that he can't watch football anywhere other than in his living room, and he can keep his thoughts to himself there. But yeah,
imagine he would have got access. Imagine he would have got access to sit closer to the pitch.
Yeah.
And then he uses his access to do that. Now, can I ask you a question? What happens if Semenyo takes the ball and dashes it in my man's face? What happens then? Who's in trouble?
Eric Cantona all over again.
You get sent off, bros.
Yeah, Eric Cantona.
Violent conduct.
That's what will happen.
Yeah, and he gets a lengthy ban.
It's mad.
Yeah, man. Don't you remember when Hazard tried to grab the ball boy, the ball from the ball boy?
He booted the ball boy.
He kicked the ball boy.
Yeah,
bro. You can't punch up man in the crowd. It was kind of. I can't believe he actually wheeled over. He rolled over in his wheelchair to give man abuse, and then rolled back.
Yeah,
crazy.
Yeah,
because he thought it was going to get away with it. That's why.
Yeah.
What made you think that though? What made you think that he could get away with it? Twitter.
Society, bro. Joey Barton.
Right,
Them
don't,
man there.
can you bleep that out? I don't even want his name mentioned on the pod, to be honest.
Airtime for people like that, boy.
But those are the kind of people.
None of it.
But those are the kind of people that walk around like they got Teflon on
Teflon.
all the time.
Yeah.
Do you get what I'm saying? They just talk how they want to talk, and then there's going to be no repercussions. My honest opinion on this situation is: are we going to hear anything more about it in terms of? Are we going to hear about the sanctions that have been put in place? Are we going to hear about the support that maybe Semenyo? It's Antonio, right? Or Antoine?
No.
But let me just
Antoine.
call it Semenyo.
Antoine.
Antoine.
Yeah. So
Antoine.
are we going to hear about the support Semenyo's been given? But yeah, obviously, it just needs to be a little bit more proactive now because it just gets a little bit, it gets a bit stale, if I'm honest, James, when you're just going to keep on seeing the same things. And it's not like it was the first game for this EPL. I think didn't happen on Friday, not Friday. There was another game it happened in as well.
Not this weekend that I'm aware of.
No, in the last week, there was another game where there was a racial incident and they were talking about that as well. But again, it's just these things are manning up, innit?
Yeah. It's not something you want to see. Oh, you think of the England?
Yeah.
Carter.
Carter, yeah.
Earlier in the summer, yes.
Yeah.
I think I'll give credit to Semenyo because some people, like you said, could have reacted. Some people heads could have gone down and they could have lost their heads in the game themselves. But he came out second half and he killed Liverpool. 2 goals, 2 good goals.
Yeah, that almost galvanised him, didn't it?
Yeah,
really?
It seemed like it did. So credit to him reacting in the way he felt was the best way to react. Mm-hmm. And listen, you got support from the players, you got support from the managers of both teams, you got support in general. So yeah. Okay, before we bring the Semenyo Racism to the end, final point from you, Bevan?
Yeah, in terms of it, I don't know how they stop it, apart from kicking people out of the stadium. But by the time they've done that, the players already been racially abused, didn't it? Or they've suffered some abuse. And I think that those people do it to kind of to get under the player's skin or to get him off of his game and all those kind of things.
To gain an edge.
Yeah, and a lot of it, if it doesn't happen on the pitch, in the stadium, then it happens in Twitter and online spaces, and nothing is stopped. They don't stop them from making those kind of statements or anything else like that. And like the owners of those platforms have even said they're not even going to really do much about it. So when it comes to in real life, those people are going to forget they're not behind a computer screen and then say what they're going to say. It's only going to be up to the clubs to say, you know what, if you do that, you're not going to be allowed in the stadium. The only way it's going to be stamped out is if they start handing out fines to clubs for not controlling their fans or stuff like that, to hit it with their pockets. But until that happens, I'm not sure what you're going to do to stop it, because those people are still about in society, innit?
Yep, it's just exactly that. My last point was exactly it. It's a society problem, not a football problem.
Yeah.
So, yep. So the other lesser talking point of the game was a handball.
What handball?
In your opinions, should Senesi been sent off with the through ball from Salah? It hits his thigh. I think it even brushes the bottom of his arm. And then for good measure, he sees the ball running away from him, and then he swipes at it and then knocks it away from Ekitike, so Ekitike can't run onto it. So, go on.
I've got a problem with this.
Yeah,
if we're talking about the same thing, yeah? Are we talking about when Senesi nearly fell over and was trying to get his balance?
Before we go any further, a couple of weeks ago, we had a debate where in a Man United game, a defender fell on the floor, and to stop himself from hurting himself, his hand planted on the floor, and the ball hit his hand. And
did he get handball for it?
Stonewall penalty.
Did he get handball? Did he get handball for it?
But your argument was a Stonewall penalty, and nothing can change your mind. So now someone doesn't fall over, and he swings his hand at the ball. So this isn't a red card.
So the difference is a couple of things, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
The difference is one was a handball and one wasn't.
But so did the hand hit the ball both times in both incidents?
Technically, no.
No, so yes or no?
Senesi, no. Senesi, he didn't touch the ball. I didn't see it touch the ball.
When he swapped,
Did he touch the
Well,
ball
he
for real?
slapped it.
When he swiped,
Yes,
when he
bro.
swiped to get his balance, did his finger actually touch it?
Yes, he touches
Yes,
the ball.
All
Bro.
right,
there's
fair. I didn't see the angle.
deviation.
I didn't see the angle. It must be my TV. I've been meaning to upgrade that telly, to be fair.
Did you
But
say
yeah,
that
it must
he
be the
swiped his
TV.
hand to stay up, to stay on his feet?
Yeah.
balance.
So, brother, it's a natural. For me, his hand was in a natural position for someone that's falling.
No, the handball is a natural thing to do when you know that you're in up.
No man's land.
Exactly.
That's what he did.
When you're trying to get out of jail,
Ladies and gentlemen,
Trust
Lamont
me,
is a
bro.
centre back. We now
That
know
was
how
a-
Lamont defends.
That was
Hey.
a last ditch. Hey man, he got away with it, but it should have
did.
been. It's a clear opportunity. It's a clear opportunity. So for me, it should have been a red. But
Yeah.
people will say it's quite high up at the pitch, and I think that was the argument that I think Arsenal made when I think the Bournemouth
One,
game.
yeah.
But
Saliba's red
yeah,
card.
I think with Ekatike is through on goal. No one's catching him. It's basically,
No.
does he make a mistake to fluff
Yeah.
his lines? Not is someone catching him. No one's catching him.
No.
I don't know. I don't understand. Did they give a free kick the other way?
Yeah,
What was
bro.
that?
Yeah, they
Free
did.
kick
Yeah.
the other way
For a foul.
No idea.
Yeah, foul. I think. Yeah, there
I
was a
don't
foul.
remember.
Like, something
I was
happened
too
before
busy
that.
Putting the other way, and I was like, oh, rah.
Do
Is that
you know what?
weird?
I need to see what Ref Watcher got to say about this. Like, what is their explanation for that? Because that makes no sense.
They don't need to give
Never.
explanations.
But they do.
VAR
Who's
gave an
taking it wrong?
explanation. It was VAR. And up till now, it doesn't make sense.
Where see, and then next year, what they're talking about giving referees decisions to make. Oh, I mean, sorry, they're giving managers appeals. Do you really think that
No.
they're gonna change their minds when they can't even get this right?
Well,
Bro, stinks, man.
Yeah, that's
Yeah, that's whole challenges thing. Like, we've been moaning about slowing up the game, and they want to add more stoppages. It's like, come on, man.
Yeah. American football all over.
I don't know. I
All
just don't
over.
know how many chances he's going to give them to get things right, and he's still going to get it wrong. Because I can't imagine or envision a world where they're going to say, unless they see it like Lamont was using Stockley Park. You was the VAR, innit?
It's been there before, I've heard.
Yeah.
I was in Bush.
Oh, okay.
Not
Did they
Scotland.
phone you? Did they phone you for your opinion? Because
Remotely, but via Zoom.
yeah, because I don't see I don't understand how they could ever get that one wrong like that. Well, they thinking this early. They want to keep 11 men on the pitch because it's
Probably first game of the season.
Yeah.
Probably thought Liverpool going to win anyway. Let's just keep it anyway. To put a bow in it.
VAR had a horrible weekend though. They had a
Yeah,
horrible
we've-
weekend this weekend.
We've said
Another one.
it should be a red card. Lamont, are you still? It's not a red card, or have you?
Maybe
fix
a
your TV,
yellow,
yeah.
but I feel like the free kick was probably the right decision there.
What, the opposite way?
Yeah,
That's what it did
The free kick for Bournemouth.
for Bournemouth.
Yeah, it was the right decision there. There was an incident just before him falling. So
Okay.
Yeah.
So wait, did he put?
Too much wind. Too much wind in the stadium. Okay, cool. All right. So other than that, the game itself, Liverpool, very good first half. Poor second half, and then great last 5 minutes. That's my game summed up for that.
Side note, I know we're not going to analyze the game too tough, but did you see Carragher's interview with
Yes.
Arne Slot afterwards? Do you think he was out of line at times?
Yeah.
Who is he to question a man's tactics like that when he's never been a manager? Directly to his face.
yeah.
Live on TV. You can have that chat in the corridor.
Yeah.
Live on TV.
He's passionate, innit?
Yeah.
He's a Liverpool fan. Oh, sorry,
Yeah.
he's not a Liverpool fan. He's an Everton fan.
Yeah, he was pushing the line though. He was a little bit. It was a bit uncomfortable to watch as well. To be fair,
It was.
I was watching. I was like, bro,
He's saying,
calm
I
down.
don't like it. Bro,
Yeah.
it's not for you to like.
it's not your team, mate.
When he played with the manager that was so defensive that at that time they played with a low block the whole time because they were scared to concede goals.
Yeah. That's why I give it credit. Gary Neville and Slot both brought that up about Benitez, and Slot said to him, "Well, if that's the kind of football you want to watch, he's going to support another team." When he said that,
Yeah,
it
Put
was
him
like,
right
oh,
back in
cool.
his-
He put you back in your box, bro.
Yeah, put you back
I
in your
give Slot
box.
credit. I give Slot credit for that. He's a good man manager, and he's good at handling situations like that. But yeah,
Yeah,
yeah.
Kanate,
Wait,
oi,
sorry, I
Kanate
know we're
needs to
not
go see someone this week, though. Just
necessarily
saying.
analysing the games, but I know it's early in the season. But does it worry you about how open it was without Gravenberch in the midfield, and how bad Kanate was in that game? How things could
Does it worry me how bad Kanate was?
not just it's not just about how bad he was, but like just defensively how open the midfield was without Kanate in there. Not Kanate, without
Gravenberch in there.
Gravenberch in there. Yeah.
Yes and no. Yes, it does because it's happened. No, because I think I said it towards the end of last season. We've changed our style, and they haven't got to grips with it yet. Listen, we've got a new right back, we've got a new left back, and we didn't have our main defensive midfielder in there. So there was a few moving pieces. So, end of the day, it was like at a certain point, first half it was fine. We weren't really exposed that much. Second half, when they adjusted to what we were playing, then yeah, it was a bit worrying. But I think it'll get fixed. That's why I'm not as worried. I think it will get fixed as the games go on and as the weeks go on. So it was frustrating. I can't lie.
Yeah.
I can't lie. But I think it will get fixed. For us to get another DM is not going to happen because realistically, if the style of football we're going to play, the only way to fix it, if he's going to continue that style of football, is to get another person that's going to protect, as Gravenberch does, because the style of football is not really going to change.
Yeah.
But again, it's the first game, and our preseason was very disrupted because of injuries and lack of players in certain positions. So hopefully, we don't lose games by doing it.
Is Kanate still? Was he still sick?
Now Van Dijk was sick, not
Oh.
Kanate. Kanate, I don't know what that was. That was just a 3 out. I gave him a 3 out of 10 in my post match. That was just a horrendous second half. First half, he wasn't that bad, but second half, it's almost like his cousin came out, and his cousin was 2 years old.
Chasing shadows.
So,
all right, that's it.
but moving on. Guéhi blanking Glasner. So I didn't see the whole thing. So my view on it was that I thought he didn't hear him and he went off the pitch. But obviously you guys have seen a different angle where it looks something different. So Lamont.
He definitely called him and Guéhi, so Glasner's definitely called over to Guéhi. Guéhi's glanced round. He's kind of called him over and Guéhi just shook his head and carried on walking towards the tunnel. Obviously, you can't really read more than that from that situation because you don't know what it's about. Has he just spoken to someone or has something just happened? Or is he rushing to go get medical? Who knows? Crystal Palace are at home. So it's
They're
like,
away.
well, they're away.
Yeah.
Okay. The other thing was the second, when the camera's gone on and he's gone to speak to Mateta, I think Mateta just asked him, what was that about? And Glasner's just kind of brushed it off and just clapped his hands. Glasner also touched on it in the post-match as well and just said, look, you can read what you wrote and you can believe what you wrote. You can believe what you read and et cetera, but, you don't know what's happening until you're involved. So kind of parked it like that.
That means something
Didn't
did
really,
happen
well, not necessarily, not that wasn't verbatim. It was me just kind of improvising in that respect. But for me, it's a lot of something and maybe a lot of nothing as well. So let's just see how it goes out. The problem is obviously with the speculation with him moving away,
he could be gone by
it's a little yeah, but this is my thing. It kind of leaves a little bit of a bad taste in your mouth when your club captain is, or your vice captain is just acting the way he's acting. Is it? Yeah. So your club captain's acting the way he is in the first game of the season, and then obviously, yeah, that's pretty much it.
Okay. All right. Moving on to another player in that team who had a very good goal. Scored a very good goal, in fact. Before we talk about him moving, when I was watching that game, or when you were watching that game, when he scored that free kick, What were your reactions?
Great free kick.
Leon?
Yeah,
The
great
free
free
kick
kick.
looked like a good. Well, he just hit it with power, and it's obviously gone pretty close to the keeper in that corridor of uncertainty. But following the rules and I think they're checking on the rules, it looks like is it Guéhi was not far away enough from the wall, and that's the reason why they disallowed it. And if that's the case, then it's fair play. We've seen so many times players get pulled out of the wall or get pulled out of the
Yeah.
way for goals. We've seen it so many times. I mean, it's clever, and what they tried to do was pretty clever. It left the goalkeeper unsighted. Technically, it wouldn't have been offside. Well, it wouldn't have been offside because of they positioned themselves in line with the wall. But the 1 meter rule is obviously in play for a reason, and the reason you have a free kick is to give the advantage to the attacking team. So they're going to find. Well, actually, that doesn't give the advantage to the attacking team.
No,
It
it
gives the
doesn't.
advantage to the defending team. Really, just realised. But yeah,
So
maybe
those you
that's
don't know,
because it's because of that dragging people away is being difficult to what's the word, manage.
police.
Yeah, police during games. Maybe that's the reason why they put it in there.
Yeah. So for those who
But
don't
to
know the
me,
actual
that
rule,
would normally be a perfectly good goal.
Yeah, banged it.
yeah, for those who don't actually know the rule, for the opponent positioning, if there's a defensive wall of 3 people or more, which there was, attacking players must be at least 1 meter away from that wall. Because there were more than 3 players in that wall, anything he did in that wall contravened the rules. So the goal was disallowed. So good free kick, and it looked like it was going to be a nice goodbye because over the weekend we've heard that he wants to move to Spurs, and it's now a matter of whether Levy is going to put up the money.
Do you
His
think he will
clause
be, Leon?
is for Lee, yeah.
Bro, I wish I could confidently say yes, but who knows? We were supposed to have signed Eze last season, and we're still here waiting to sign Eze. I don't know. At the moment, it seems as though the deal is pretty much done. There was speculation about whether he's going to play today, and he ended up playing. And obviously, he's been unlucky to have his goal talked off. But yeah, Levy has to take the check. Levy has to bring the checkbook out because we don't have enough. We don't have enough going forward in the team, and just because we done all right yesterday, that's not a benchmark for what we need going forward. We've lost a world class player in Son, and you don't replace world class players with no signing. So realistically, we need to bring in someone like Eze, and yeah, I think he does change the needle a little bit, especially creating chances against teams who defend deep. He's capable of unlocking a door, creating something out of nothing. We need those type of players. We need players that are willing to put teams on the back foot and put pressure on. So for me, it's a good signing.
Yeah, I agree, bro. Eze's a baller, mate. Absolute baller.
Bevan, for you, because earlier in the summer, a lot of the talk was Eze to Arsenal. He'd already agreed that he wanted to join Arsenal, all that kind of talk, and then all of a sudden, some people saying Spurs have stolen him, this, that, and the other, etc., etc. Is it just a case of Arsenal just decided they don't want him, or he's not a priority yet?
It seems that Arsenal don't want him because a lot of the talk was that they did. And if you've agreed a fee or not agree a fee, if you agreed like terms with the player, then it seems like something you want. It seems that maybe they've changed their mind. Maybe it's the price point because I'm sure that there was the buyout clause. Then that expired. I don't know why they're dragging their feet. Maybe there's something that they don't like, and there's another option that they think is better. Or maybe we've looked at what we've got, and the Emirates Cup has kind of gassed them. I thought, you know what, we're alright with what we got, so we don't need him. But I mean, after our performance today, clearly it shows that we need someone like that in the team. I think. I think it would be disappointing if we don't get him and don't bring anyone else in. Then I think it would be kind of disappointing to let him go, especially if he's going to go to Tottenham because he does improve that team.
Okay, I agree. Moving on to our next topic. Nuno was out there complaining about not having enough players, not enough transfers, and bang, was it 4, 5?
Pub.
Kalu Amendo is having medical. I heard they've signed the ex Arsenal and Chelsea youngster whose name escapes me
Murray
right now, but
Hutchinson.
I'm sure one of you remind me.
Yeah.
Yeah, Amari Hutchinson, and then they've
Yeah,
gone to Chelsea.
James McAtee.
Yeah, McAtee. And Douglas Luiz is apparently going to be
Yeah,
joining.
I'm gutted about
permanent.
that. Can't lie.
Yeah, I would have taken
Can't
Douglas Luiz 100%.
So would I right now. The way our midfield is running.
Yeah,
I would
it's
take it.
it's funny though, because obviously, when's the last time you heard a manager publicly just come out and just be like, "Yo, boom, hey, the Premier League starts this weekend. Yeah, we're not ready." And
He's the
that's
honest guy,
it.
though, isn't it? He's the honest guy.
Yeah,
innit?
brother.
You got to talk the things sometimes, man.
So-
and I think, even though as much as a gangster that Marinakis is allegedly, sometimes you gotta pressure him a little piece to say, listen, bro, I know you're gonna want certain things this season. We can't do that with what we got right now. And
48 hours later,
at least
you know what,
yeah,
Bev?
he's telling him what he needs.
Got a question though: was he pressuring him, or was he pressuring the players he had there already? Was he lighting a fire up there to say, "Listen,
Maybe, you know, thinking about it.
I'm gonna call out and say we need more players, and these guys will be taking your spot. And in a couple of days, you're gonna hear about these players coming in, and look what happened: 3-0
Yeah.
in no time."
Well,
Yeah,
I mean,
yeah.
there is that, but in terms of them losing Elanga last season, they need to improve that, and they might be looking at it thinking, you know what, we're a bit light. Aren't they? Did they miss out on Europe?
No,
Europe.
they got promoted to Europa League because of the whole Crystal Palace thing.
So you're gonna
Fiasco, yeah.
I actually think that is what's prompted it. I believe that's what's prompted it. I think if they were in the Conference League,
They wouldn't have bothered.
he wouldn't have bothered. But because they got promoted into Europa League, it's a different kettle of fish. It's a different competition completely. So I think he knew that his squad wasn't capable as currently set out to compete in the Premier League and compete in Europa League, but he needed players in order to do that, and that's what he's got. So fair play. He spoke, they answered, and Edu's had to get busy. So we'll see what happens.
All good players as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, bro. 48 hours it took them to turn that around.
Bro.
No comment, mate, because we take longer than most to get certified deals over the line, mate.
But you know, still winning
I can't even
trophies.
say nothing, boy. I'll be throwing glass stones in glass houses. We take forever to sign a player. My word.
You got Gokares. He's not that bad.
I said, yeah, but it took forever, bro. We get players, it takes a long time. How long it took 6 months to get Zubimendi? What are we doing here?
Leon, was it you that was saying that you weren't really too convinced about Kudus? Was it you I was speaking to? He was like, I don't know. He's not flattering me right now, like kind of thing.
Nah. What I did
Was
say
it someone else?
is that I hope he doesn't bring that inconsistent form from West Ham, because
Maybe.
his first season was on point, but last season he was well off it. But and then you guys said so were West Ham. They were. West Ham were terrible last year, but so were Tottenham. So I think that there's definitely a player there. Like we've seen, I think I spoke about his dribbling. I think he had the second most successful dribbles last season, even in a bad season. So we know there's a player there, and he's come in. Fair play, got 2 assists on his home debut.
Yeah.
And Richarlison, this is the Richarlison we were hoping to see. We've been waiting a couple of years for him to arrive. So I'm hoping that he can stay fit.
Apparently, he was looking really quite despondent after the game, though. Richarlison, when he was coming off the pitch, he looked like he weren't happy with something. Maybe it was the hat-trick he missed out.
He won a hat-trick.
Yeah.
He's had a tough run, but ultimately we need to get both of our strikers going, because Solanke hasn't been prolific yet for us either. I think he's been better at holding up the ball, but to be fair to Richarlison, against PSG and against
He put it about.
He done well holding up the ball.
Yeah,
I was really impressed, actually, considering what I've seen from him in the past.
Okay. All right. So one of the new rules that's coming, another one of the new rules that's coming, was enforced in that same game. Dubravka held the ball on for too long, 8-second rule, and you guys profited from a corner kick. What do you think of the rule?
I'm all for it.
Out of time?
It's a good rule, bro. It's only an open play. So, it used to be 6 seconds. So they're getting more seconds. And even when the ref blew the whistle for the Braka, he's taken 14 seconds, bruv.
Yeah, he has.
Still?
Yeah. Yeah, it was on the floor. I looked at it. It was on the floor. So I think they only count it from when he stands up and starts
Yes,
moving.
from when he stands up.
Wait, back in the day, wasn't it like 4 seconds at one point, and then they gave a free kick?
Nah, it's 6 seconds because you used to see them counting.
I'm sure they used to. I'm sure back in the day there was a rule where the keeper, if he held onto the ball too long, they were giving an indirect free kick.
That was supposed to be it, but referees weren't enforcing it.
Yeah, nah, they weren't, bro. They weren't.
Yeah.
Nah,
not on the high level.
The indirect free kick is like inside the box as well, so it's like it's almost like a pen. That's how thing it is. So it's a bit harsh to give a pen. So I think that's why they said corner, which gives you both teams the opportunity to attack and be able to defend it. But
funny enough, that phase of play, if I remember rightly, even though the corner broke down, it came out. There was a little melee, and it eventually led to the goal. And I was like, bruv, look at that. If that is not an example of make your decision and release the ball, I don't know what is. The first game in, I'm all for it, mate. It's not wasting time.
Time waste from that early, mad.
Yeah,
that's crazy. But yeah,
got punished for it.
You know what keeps the games moving, innit? We keep talking about games being stopped and games being slowed down.
Yeah.
You're going to eliminate time wasting. It's going to be interesting when it happens like later on in the season and keeps are taking long to release the ball. And
the managers are going to actually be on it.
Give away like a corner in the last minute of a game, and then it goes against them.
You don't want to be doing that against Arsenal.
Right. We're likely to be the ones,
especially for Man United.
We're likely to be the ones giving the corner away because sometimes
you waste time. Bro,
bro.
This is something different. But first half, why is your goalkeeper walking towards the ball, like counting his steps from the edge of his box, then walking back to take a long free kick?
I don't know.
I was like, cool, what is he doing?
I don't know what kind of tactics that is. When I see it, frustrates me. I'm like, why is he slowing down the game so much? Like, what is it?
Yeah.
If it benefited us, great, but it doesn't seem to benefit us. Really?
No. It's just a long ball up the field.
It's crazy.
To be fair, Arsenal got lucky today anyway, fouling players in the box and getting away with it again. But never mind.
Bro, that was not on the agenda, but we'll bring it up as you brought it. Obviously, you've lost 1-0. Not happy because obviously you said you're good with the 4-2.
Yeah.
But you didn't. So you obviously opened the season on a loss, but should you have had a penalty or more than one penalty?
100%. We should have had at least one penalty there today. Saliba literally upended Cunha and they got away with it. With VAR and all the other flipping 3 million cameras they've got in the stadium, they can't see that stonewall penalty.
You know what, right? I'm gonna say this.
And then Raya flipping took out Cunha as well after that. Really. You guys just put him out on the hit list and just took. Listen, take your 1-0, bro. Take your 1-0, innit?
You sound salty, bro.
Take your 1-0.
Bro. That's it. All right, maybe the Saliba one could have been a penalty, but the referee was letting a lot of stuff go in that game, and a lot of stuff like that outside of the box, and no free kicks were given. It was play on. It was like he's like, well, I don't just have at it, like kick each other if you want to, and it's a bit harsh. You could be vexed.
Yeah.
You lot played well, but you lost. You know what I mean? Last season, we played worse than we did last season, and last season, no, it's about the same. But last season we got a draw.
About the same. It was about the same. Yeah.
This season we got a win. Corners again. You get me? Avon Boxdale FC.
Yeah. The only bit of confidence, confidence I'm getting out of the game is that we played against Set Piece FC. They scored a set piece because they fouled our keeper. Fair enough,
brother. No. I'm not letting you have that, bro. Your keeper didn't get fouled, bro.
Overall, we dominated the game. And
your keeper
you guys are walking away with an away win. Well done, you.
You got 2 dud goalies, bro. Blame your recruitment. There's no way your keeper should be letting if Calafiori doesn't get a touch on it,
You guys are
brother.
cheaters,
No, bro.
You're
If Calafiori
cheaters.
doesn't get a touch
Not
on it, he
winning the
saves
league
his
this season.
blushes. He spared his blushes because that was going in. That's an own goal, bros. He's got to do better than that, bro. That's the one thing he had to do in the game, and he couldn't get it right.
I've spoken to too many Arsenal fans today already. I've had enough of you
I
already.
know, bro, and it
I don't
cost you
even wanna
money,
talk to
didn't
you.
it? Exactly. That's why you're feeling salty. I get it. But like, at the end of the day, it wasn't a great game for us from an Arsenal point of view. We won. You lot couldn't score a goal. Toothless. You know what I mean? You did look good though. And Bremer and Cunha, fair play, they look good. Just got to put the ball in the onion bag, bruv.
Šeško didn't look too, but he only had 20 minutes and he looked a little bit like he was still trying to get used to the tempo. So I'm not going to give him too much heat, but he's got a couple of games to get his head in the game. But yeah, no more on that anyway. On to the next one.
There's more because you have a manager that loves breaking records. The latest record he's broken is he has now lost 15 of his 28 Premier League games. Only 7 wins, and 6 draws. It's the fastest a manager has reached 15 defeats in the competition without taking charge of a newly promoted team that in that period. Paul Hurst, if everyone remembers him, did it with Portsmouth in 2009, 27 games. Boy, I think you had a little first manager to get sacked. Could be Maresca. I think you should be looking a bit closer to home, sir.
It's all right, James. He talks well. He talks well. You get me?
And he dresses well.
He hasn't got his players. You know what I mean?
Lamont, honestly, what's your take so far?
He's got a couple of
That's
games
to
get sticked. Yeah, brother. Like, honestly, when the stats, I've always said to you, I'm eye test, yeah? But you see when the stats are like that, brother, you've got some work to do. But you can see there's an identity out there and there is definitely some intensity. So I'm probably sitting a little bit more comfortable now than I was when he joined last season. Do you get what I'm saying? And I saw him trying to, introduce his way of playing. So, yeah, I just got to watch this space, man. But his seat has to be a little bit hot right now. I can't lie.
So, wait, so will you still be believing if you don't get Belieber?
They're not getting Belieber.
We're not getting Belieber, bro. That's out of the water. We might go for Alex Wharton, but I don't think they're going to let him go if you get rid of Eze and Guéhi. I was saying it to James earlier.
Yeah, no, it's not happening.
But yeah.
It's not happening. Okay, that was fun. We'll move on to the last subject before we move on to predictions and Sunderland.
What a shocking result. I say that, but not necessarily so. I'm not going to emphasize the shocking part. I'm surprised that West Ham didn't put more of a fight up. Or put up more of a fight because Sunderland recently promoted. All their guys that they've got in are fresh. They've not been there for the whole of pre-season. So you'd expect them to have a little bit more of a bedding in period. Do you know what I mean? Like a couple of games before they can get their way of playing out there. But clearly, these guys are clicked straight together and they're working. Or is it the fact that West Ham were woeful?
I think
it's a bit of both. So go on, Lamont.
No, I was going to say, I think playing at home makes a difference as well. Their first game being at the Stadium of Light. If it's at the London Stadium, maybe it's a different result. It might be a bit more a bit more tetchy and things like that. But you got your home fans, the crowd behind you. I think some of you tipped West Ham to get relegated this season anyway. They were on a bad run of form towards the end of last season, and it's kind of carried on into this season, really. So I'm not sure that it was that much of a shock result. If you look at it, because when we spoke about Sunderland staying up and everyone spoke about the signings that they've made, it seems that it's working out at the minute. First game of the season. Don't want to get too excited about it, but I don't think it's that much of a shock. I don't think West Ham have really done that much in the summer to recruit to change anything fix anything that happened last season, really, to be honest. If anything, they got worse.
Did you see their last goal? The West Ham last
No,
goal?
Sunderland's
Bruv,
cold.
the Sunderland last
Cold.
goal. No, but was that the one from outside the box, yeah?
Yeah.
Which one of them was outside the box where it just went past about 3 defenders and the keeper and just rolled into the bottom corner? I was thinking, what is going on out there? But is no one trying to at least stop the ball from going in the back of the net? It's quite scary, to be honest.
Fair though, West Ham do often start slow when it comes to the Premier League.
Yeah, they do.
Yeah,
100% do.
I want.
So, okay. That was our little catch up. So I asked you guys, or informed you guys earlier in the week, who is going to be your player of the weekend. So
Reinders.
For you, Bevan.
Yeah, man, he was pulling the strings in that Man City team, boy, and he was doing something. Oh wow, he was doing some things in the midfield. The scoot pass, I think it was for the first goal. Crazy.
Yeah, for the first goal, yeah.
Crazy. He didn't get the assist for that, but then the second, I think he got an assist. Yeah, man, he was cold, man. It's Reinders for me.
Yeah. For me, I've gone for Semenyo. For what happened, the performance he had, because even before that, there was a couple of times where he was bodying people. It was barging people to the floor, off the ball. Kirkes, who didn't have a great debut, he was like, we've done this in training, bro. You're the little bro out here, and he physically bullied him at points, but then obviously to get the 2 goals as well. He is my player of the weekend. Next up,
I was gonna say it's between Kudus and Semenyo, but I'm gonna go for Kudus just because, yeah, he bossed the game and he's the reason why Spurs literally won that game. To be fair, single-handedly, just kind of, he was dictating a lot. So yeah, it's Kudus for me.
Lee.
I'd have to agree with Bevan about Reinders. I think the way I think he just bossed the game, to be honest with you. I think people were excited to see him play, but he just looked so calm. The way he just, I guess Wolves made it very easy for Man City, and I think James, you did say that you felt Wolves would struggle this year.
Yeah.
I mean, they start poorly as well, so it's not, it's not a given that things will continue like this. I think Victor Pereira did really, really well last season, but to keep them up. But Reinders was just quality. I think it will be interesting to see how he plays in a real tough match for City. But it looks good at the moment. It looks like it's going to be a quality signing for them.
Okay, your moment of the weekend, Leon. So we'll continue with you if you've got one.
My moment of the weekend was Semenyo, but more the response to the situation. I think how he responded for me. That second goal was just quality, the counter attack, and the amount of times I was looking up thinking, when's he going to release it? When's he going to release it? And he just moved it onto his left foot and just tucked it away. But I just felt from a moment's perspective, the fact that he basically shut that person up by doing his thing on the pitch. And unfortunately for Bournemouth, obviously they didn't get the win, but he got them back in the game, and Liverpool was sweating at that point when they did that. So for me, it's Semenyo.
Come on.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, I agree. Semenyo, yeah, definitely. Same as what Leon said.
Okay, Bevan.
I was gonna say Semenyo as well, man. That's how you kick racism out of football, refs. Make them man shut them out. If you're gonna run it up, and then you're gonna make them man they get angry. You know what I mean? It's kind of like when they said about talking to Michael Jordan, innit? You don't talk to Black Jesus. Like you're gonna get them man upset, bros. So yeah, I'm gonna get to him still, Semenyo.
Yeah. Same moment. That was the moment, but I've given that as the player of the one. So I'll go. As though I agree with you guys, I'll also go with Richarlison's bicycle kick. The pressure he's on in terms of the lack of goals he's been scoring, first game of the season, and to have the confidence to do that after the first goal, It was a good moment for him, and see what he can do going forward. But obviously, the real moment is Semenyo's one. So we'll move on to our last thing of the weekend, of the show, sorry, which would be our predictions. So the order stays the same. Bevan, as the reigning champion,
Reigning, defending.
from last season. You guys are playing. I always do everything apart from actually remember who teams are playing. I've got the order right.
It leads at home.
But Leeds at home, yes.
I'm gonna go 3-0 Arsenal.
3-0 Arsenal. Lamont?
2. I'm going to say 2-0 Arsenal.
2-0 Arsenal.
Yeah.
Leon?
I'm going to go 3-1 Arsenal.
3-1 Arsenal. I am, fortunately, I'm going to agree with Bevan. I think it'll be 3-0 as well. We haven't seen them play yet, which is a bit annoying. So we don't know what they've got.
I was thinking the same thing.
Them play. But yeah,
You're seeing these
3-0
tactics, Bevan.
I see it.
If he guesses the same as you, then you can't get further ahead of him.
I see. I wasn't gonna say nothing.
Them man are cold, you know.
I see it. It's all right.
But I can't guess the same thing for the whole thing, innit? Now it's different, innit? We've got how many more results to go through? So Daryl has given his in, and Daryl said, I had it written down.
2-0, eh?
He said 2-0 Arsenal, yeah.
Yeah.
He said 2-0 Arsenal. If you've got it, actually I've got it here now anyway. 2-0 Arsenal. All right, Lamont, yourself?
United.
Yeah.
2-0 United. You know, I'm going to go emphatic. 3-0.
You playing again?
Fulham. We're away at Fulham.
United. I should have been Bevan first, but I've made the mistake again anyway. But it doesn't matter.
Me. I'm gonna go 2-1 United.
2-1 United. Man, stealing my favourite score. And I see your game here, bro. I see your game.
Okay. You let Jedi mind tricks. You tell us some Jedi mind tricks.
Hey, there's no dirty tricks over here,
Leon?
2-1 Fulham.
Oi. Okay. 2-1 Fulham for Leon. Fulham. Right. Because I'm still thinking my one. Daryl. What did Daryl give? He didn't give. Man.
Don't think he done United.
Don't
think he done United.
Yeah. I might have not put it down when I asked him. Okay. Myself. Man United. I'm going to go for a 1-1 draw. All right, Spurs, Bevan.
You know what?
Man City, innit?
Oh,
Spurs, Man City.
I think it's a bit too early for Man City for Spurs, you know. I'm not gonna lie.
This is a toughie, you know.
It's away as well, right? I believe.
Bro, Spurs and Man City's like bogey team, bro.
Bogey team.
They always get a result against this team. Oh, mate.
Don't know how many results they've got at the Etihad though.
Last season.
They've got 2 in a row from what I remember.
Bro.
In the league, anyway.
I'm gonna say 3-1 City.
As they say, 3-1 City. 3-1 City. Lamont.
I was actually gonna say 3-1 City.
You can.
To be honest. Yeah, 3-1 City, mate. I think Tottenham will score, but they'll only score one.
Lee?
Oh
Does he go with his heart or does he go with his head?
Positive manifestation. Is it head over heart or heart over head, bro? That's what you're fighting with now, isn't it?
2-1 City.
2-1 City. Yeah. That's what I was going to go for. I'm still going to go for it. 2-1 City. 2-1 City for me as well.
I think Darryl said the same. Yeah, Darryl said 2-1 City as well.
All right, Bevan, Liverpool game. We are away to Newcastle on Monday Night Football.
Oi.
The crowd is going to be hyped because they think we've done them wrong with Isak.
Hey, did you hear the chants as well today after the Newcastle game? Whoa.
Nah, I didn't hear him.
Horrible.
You know, without Isak, man, I think they're going to get dusted off. I know they got that. And you got Gravenberch back as well. They never do that well against you.
They played well. They played okay against Aston Villa, though.
They did, but it's different. It's a different grave when you don't play there, man. They don't. I know that like last season they beat you in a cup and all that, but they had this at them times there. 2-0 Liverpool.
2-0. Eesh. Okay. I know what Lamont's gonna say.
No chances they're going to be 2-0, that's for sure.
I don't think you even leave Liverpool win.
No. I'm going to say 3-2 Liverpool.
Okay.
Yeah. I think your defence this season is going to be tested massively because last season I don't feel like you guys had a proper test.
Right, Leon?
2-1 Liverpool.
I am going for a 2-2 draw. And I think Darryl went for a win. It's funny that everyone's saying Liverpool going to win apart from me.
2-1 Liverpool. 2-1 Liverpool. What did you go for? 2-2 draw?
Yeah. To be honest, I don't know. Maybe I'm being too cautious. And you know what? I'll go. Let me be confident. I'm gonna go for 3-1 Liverpool.
I'm just gonna say, yeah.
I don't actually believe.
I'm just gonna say that.
I don't actually believe it.
I'm just gonna say there's times last season when you changed your mind, and those changes cost you. No.
Let me go 2-2.
Listen, I don't know.
You're right. Because I kept complaining. Last time. I should have stuck with it. You're right.
This guy is the king of Jedi mind tricks, bruv, yeah? Anything to win.
Listen, bruv, if we win 3-1, I'll be happy because Liverpool won, innit? If we draw 2-2, then I've got the result right. And I'll have that small bit of happiness.
So what are you confirming now? You confirming 2-2?
2-2.
All right, cool.
Yeah. I really hope I'm wrong. But anyway. Okay. That is it for this week. Hey, it's been a good one. Thanks for watching, guys. Thanks for being here, you guys as well. We will be back next week, Monday, because Liverpool play Monday night. So it will be a day later. But don't forget to catch some of our other shows. If you go onto our onto our YouTube channel, you will see my Liverpool match review. You will see Lamont's Man United match review, which will be out there at some point tomorrow. And I'm still trying to coax these guys into getting themselves onto Tottenham and Arsenal ones. We'll see if it happens by the end of the season. But there will be an Arsenal one from Daniel as well. But yeah, thanks for watching, guys. Don't forget to like, don't forget to subscribe. And please hit the notification button and put your comments in there as well, because it all helps for the algorithm and it all helps for us to grow. So thanks for watching. Peace out.
Later.